Marty!
Doc!
What's all the activity? What time is it?
What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh!
You fixed the DeLorean? You got Edna to call off? You thought of an easier way?
You thought of an easier way to break them up?
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and...
What?
In the timeline you're from...
The right timeline?
Yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife, Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train,
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, don't tell me you have a second
Edna
thought. Alone and miserable? It's best not to know.
You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah,
And
but...
it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
Happy and fulfilled.
She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
You know it?
Lots of them.
Yeah.
Lots of them. She's a tramp?
What?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
Oh, I have to say this?
To be honest, she ends up kinda... sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window
Now that's bad, now I remember.
and collecting newspapers and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds.
Are you
I
insane?
could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
She turned Hilva into a police lady. She turned you into a puppet. She tried to erase your brain.
Doc, she tried to erase your brain.
Oh, she was terrible, no argument. Horrible. Oh, but she started out with such pure intentions.
So did Nero. I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
Not okay.
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
They had the plan. Now what? Now the enemies arrived in the Expo. It's time to knock over all the dominoes. There's only one enemy on your planet you can't control right now. Use the motor on him to stay in his suit. Check. One motor overstaying coming in. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
No, hello, Michael. I guess
Motor
I've got a
oil.
mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Wouldn't he like go crazy after keep getting?
Emmett!
Whatever.
Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
my grandfather's suit!
My formula! Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back and we can try this all over again!
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter, how do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records and I may have taken a picture or two of her,
Yes.
but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond
Ouch.
too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna, I...
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card.
She would actually take the card. Honest Joe, decent chap. Degenerate criminal.
I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great.
Now what's gonna happen? They fixed the timeline.
Emmett!
Is Marty gonna be stuck in the past now? No, oh, seriously?
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the Expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
Oh god, don't look up.
Story is over.
Don't do anything crazy. Think of the future.
Stay there, Emmett! Don't throw away your future!
I don't have any future. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
Whoa. What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do
This
you...
is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh.
Carry on then.
Well, don't let me bother you. Go ahead and think.
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need
Frankenstein.
to get your mind off your problems. Go see a movie. I hear Frankenstein's pretty good.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care.
You care about love. You care about Hill Valley.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
You care about inventing.
You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about...
The light bulb.
Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The car?
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
The telephone.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Oh, he's got one for everyone.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Corleone. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
You care about me.
Me? Care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
What?
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Michael Corleone.